Welcome to another episode on our channel. We've gotten to the final part, which is the accessorizing part. I wanted to build a companion, a steampunk companion for Robert Downey Jr. I was able to find a coat that was fairly similar, almost identical, except maybe the shade of the coloring, to the coat that Robert Downey Jr. has. I took the sleeves off of this character and transformed them into gaiters that I use down here. Did the same thing with her. Thought about using forearm guards with her, but I really just like the sleeves showing. So I opted not to do that. At first I was going to put brown pants on her or a brown skirt, and I just decided to go with black because with the accessorizing part, I have some things that are brown and they would pop out better against the black background. So I was thinking of perhaps using silver flintlock pistols, and this would match a silver knife that I would use. I also thought about using some resin guns that my husband made, which I fastened a metal button to it to simulate a Lewis drum for a weapon. Problem with this, though, is it won't fit into a holster. I do have a holster that I want to put on her, similar to the one that Robert Downey Jr. has on. I have a compass pouch that is not the same color as the holster, so I want to paint this to match the color better. This, of course, would hold a compass, and that's kind of this look, which doesn't really go with this. This is more brass looking. So I was thinking about using this gun instead, which would line up better. Telescope that would line up with those things. And also add perhaps the other part of the binocular set that was used here. My husband split binoculars into monoculars, single, and the gun, telescope, compass, and so forth would match a gold necklace. So all those things are running through my head, and I'm not exactly sure which way I'm going to go yet, because silver could work. Gold would work as well, or brass, or whatever you want to call it. But I did end up using the straps I had salvaged from the upper parts of the boots that were way long on this figure. I've already fastened a couple of the buckles to the top of the boots with super glue. So I'll finish doing that with the two other straps. Get that on the other boot. So we'll pause now, and I will figure out how to put her together in terms of the final look, and then come back and show you what took place. So we'll be back in a bit. We are back, and I debated whether I was going to go with the silver kind of look, flintlock pistols here, or a Lewis machine drum weapon, resin, steampunk kind of look weapon. There you go. I had two of these. My husband made these guns, and I found two buttons that were made out of metal that would work. I was thinking of putting a watch face on top to give it a more cool look, but this would not fit in her holster, so I discarded that idea. I had this knife which could have matched those weapons, and decided to go with more of a gold brass kind of look to kind of mimic him a bit more. So they have some similarities and dissimilarities. They have in common the pirate coat, and they're both wired so you can shape them. Really neat. I love the brown. So this coat is fantastic on her. It's fantastic on him. Took the sleeves, the ends of the sleeves off of him as well as her, and used them for gaiters down here. I thought at first I would use brown boots and brown pants, maybe a brown skirt, take a vest and shorten it, and it would be multicolored, like this vest is multicolored. And I decided, no, let me use black boots so there'd be more contrast with the gaiters, and so let me, go with the corset, white shirt. And then when I saw this white shirt and how she looked, I said, man, she looks good this way. Let me keep her this way. And I'm not going to bother with forearm guards like I have for Robert Downey Jr.'s. So she has a different weapon. She has a flintlock pistol here. You can see on the side. He, on the other hand, has more of a Colt bone-handled, which looks cool on him. He's got a bone-handled knife here. I did take another bone-handled knife away from him and put it on her. Oops, something fell off. Piece of string. Okay. I decided to put a telescope here. The other part of a binocular set was split in half by my husband, so a monocular here, a monocular here. I had a pouch for his compass here that I painted to match the belt. I did the same thing with her. So if you can see, here's the pouch, but this time, and it's in the same color as the belt, holster as well. But I put the compass here instead of over here, which I did for him. She has an extra belt here. She looks great. There's a knife here that's gold. So I took a knife like this, which was silver, and I made it into gold. I weathered it a touch to tone down the gold part. Put a knife in there. So similarities and differences, but I hope the look looks good to you. I made them as a companion set and use some uniqueness and some similarities. But I think they really look good together. So we will pause now and get her on a turn tray so you can see her from different angles. I forgot to mention I put a necklace on here, and I took the buckles, 2 buckles on each side, and put them at the very top of the boots. So let's go around and take a look at her. There you go, Brie Larson. Let's get some close-ups now and then directly of her face. We'll go around again. There you go. Okay, so here's one side. And then the other, and a nice front and center look. Here is one last look at Brie Larson, who is our female steampunk companion to our steampunk Robert Downey Jr. figure. I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.